In today's video, we're going to be looking at 3 quick and easy weathering techniques to use on any model tanks or vehicles. Before we get into the video, I'd just like to announce that I've started a Patreon account, so if anyone would like to support the channel, I'm looking to upgrade the quality of my video and recording equipment, my modelling and painting equipment, and of course buying some expensive plastic stuff, packing it up, making it unique and original, getting the most out of minis basically, getting most out of these plastic kits. So I'll leave a link in the description. Everything will go towards improving the channel. For example, I've recently bought a Rode mic which has improved the sound quality of my voice recordings no end. So if anyone would like to support the channel in that way, there'll be a link in the description. Now let's get on with weathering some tanks. So everything required for these techniques will probably be in your average wargamer's hobby drawer. You can spend a lot of money buying a lot of expensive weathering products out there on the market, but these techniques show that you can achieve great results with what you already have. Probably. The 3 techniques we'll be looking at are chipping and scratching using a sponge, applying rust and spilt oil trails, and creating a mixture of gunk which we can use to apply a lot of mud to the vehicle. A lot of the guard tanks, like the Lehman Russ and many of the Krieg Forge World tanks, were inspired by the British Mark I tank used in World War I, shown in the image here. This image is available from the Imperial War Museum website, which I'll link in the description below, but there's some fascinating images and a few of these inspired my weathering techniques on my tanks. Especially this image, which was taken on the 12th of October 1917, and shows a Mark I British tank during the Battle of Ypres. This battle was infamous for the deep, thick mud on the battlefields. This was due to destroyed drainage systems in the area, constant artillery fire, and the heaviest rainfall seen in 30 years. This mud quagmire was so deep that it halted tanks, incapacitated weapons, and drowned men and horses. I wanted to capture the feel of this image with the techniques used in this video, and so I've gone quite heavy with the mud effect. We don't do things by half measures here, so we'll be doing the undercarriage as well. I know some people say there's no point, no one will see it, but there's always that one person who comes along, flips your undercarriage over without permission, and has a good hard look. When that day comes, you'll be safe in the knowledge that your undercarriage looks wet, brown, and sticky. All the paints and all the stuff required is shown on screen now. You could easily swap out some of these paints for other similar paints. And blister pack sponge works really well for the chipping effect. I found the key to the chipping method is to have a nice contrasting primer layer that contrasts well with your top coat. So I've used crushed skull for my miniatures, as this contrasts well with the green that I'm using. So on this car park barrier you can see the chips clearly with the top coat. So let's start weathering this freshly painted Chimera. That's it for this one, guys. If you've got any suggestions for future videos, please let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.